The subtitle of the Superhuman 2, or no, sorry, Superhero, can refer to many different characters, even outside the book. Because the book main themes are about transcending oneself. You could be referring to the author in some sense. Speak a little bit about that. I know there's much 20th century, 19th century philosophy associated with that, and not just comic book heroes or mythological figures. But speak a little bit more about the superhero and the ideas behind that. And then also, should mention too that in this future, people have been able to extend their age, and it's when Valjean goes back to his past and talks about his Louisiana upbringing. It's almost an entirely different character. He doesn't sound like the Valjean that we've come to know. And
well, in this world, medical science has advanced to the point that bionically altered human beings routinely live to 400 or so. A few have lived past 500. The bionically enhanced people, and this goes back to a Twilight Zone episode. There's a famous Twilight Zone episode where all people want to fit in, and at the age of 18, all the people become beautiful. They have plastic surgery. And so I thought, well, it would be interesting if we have a society that forces people to become bionically enhanced at the age of majority, 18. So everyone has the opportunity in this society to become bionically enhanced. They can be super strong. They can, I guess, get brain enhancements. They can get resistance to disease, whatever it might be, and certainly probably be made to look better. When I don't go deep into the detail of a lot of these people, but it seems pretty clear that a lot of the people, especially the non-naturals, are probably in prime shape and whatnot. Even if they're 250 years old, they're probably as buff and good looking as a 30-year-old today. And then there's the androids, and the androids, I think in this timeline, can live to have been around for at least 1,000 years since they came online. We find out about some of the legal battles they had and whatnot to gain rights and whatnot. Pretty soon it's said that the regular humans are probably going to be able to live double their lifespan, maybe 800, 1,000 years. Bions maybe a couple of thousand years, and 20 to 50,000 year lifespans for the androids. So humanity is moving out into the galaxy. There are already there's the system I call super massless acceleration, or SMAC speed, goes beyond faster than light, and now they're working on super SMAC speed so that they can get from the Milky Way to Andromeda Galaxy in a matter of months, rather than probably, I think it would take 20 or 30 years at SMAC speeds. So the universe is shrinking. Humanity is getting bigger and whatnot. Humanity is sort of unchallenged as far as is known in the current Milky Way galaxy. They are the dominant ascending figures, even though the shown are somehow beyond them. But the shown are godlike figures, which again is sort of like going back to the Star Trek mythos with the Deep Space Nine. They had these gods that were these super aliens that in the Deep Space Nine version of Star Trek they had. So that's where that came from.
One of the key lines to it I found in between everything was history is just the thing between the lines. And this book has both. It has the thing between the lines, and then it also has the lines themselves. Where you get the big events that will probably be recalled in historic books like Elias Walker, Face of the Progenitor, but you also get the small human moments in between that. I noticed that you're very open about some of your theft, and it not just in the sense of Philip K. Dick. There's a great section used there, and we'll talk about that in a bit, but also in just taking entire scenes and reworking them into this, almost word for word or concept for concept.
Yeah, I mean, I just mentioned 10 or 12 science fiction films, the Star Trek episodes, the Green Lantern stuff. I I think I've defined the difference between plagiarism and theft artistically is plagiarism is taking the exact same thing, using it for the exact same purpose, and trying to paste your name over it. Taking a trope from Forbidden Planet, combining with Star Trek or the Green Lantern comic series, is creativity. You're taking A, B, and C and lining them up, maybe C, A, B, and you have the word cab instead of A, B, C. So it's taking kinds of elements and whatnot, but also moving beyond it. Like I said, this book is significantly deeper than the Star Trek episode or Forbidden Planet or what the Green Lantern comic strips ever were. So, it's what it is. And like I said, I started from this Italian play, and I'm still trying to look up the goddamn name of. Maybe you can find it quicker. The name of the old guy that is killed by Meljean's friends, but.
I don't recall either.
Yeah.
I remember that section, but the name.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. See, this is you write so goddamn much you forget things. Yeah. So I mean, why would any reasonably sci-fi knowledge worthy person would see some of these obvious parallels. So why would you even try to hide it? You want to take the thing and say, okay, here's what they did. Now I'm taking this and I'm going to go a few steps higher. That's just good art.